Hi, today I want to talk about delivering what we promise. Now, I think there is not a single person I know that cannot talk about the bad service they've had with cell phone companies, with their banks, with their car dealerships, and a whole hundred of the retailers they shop at, and a whole host of other companies. Yet, if I again talk about brand management being an equation where all my elements have to be aligned to create an exponential benefit for the consumer and for us as a business, then the reality is if I do not deliver what I promise, I'm undermining the fundamental principle of my business. I remember many years ago sitting in a meeting where a director of a company said to me, and they were in the snack food business, and he showed me some of the snacks and the quality of it, and they'd been declining in market share for several years. And he said to me, if I look at the product and the quality of it, are you surprised that we are declining in market share? Yet he also said in board meetings time and time again, he would be challenged and people would say that's not the reason why we're losing market share. I find that frightening. And it basically says that often as business, we are not aware of how important it is that our brand must deliver what it promises. In other words, that the quality, whatever goes into it, must be superior. That the service levels, whichever way we present the product and the brand and the service to the customer, must be superior. That every single contact point that the customer have with our brand has got to be significant, stand out, and on brand, which is the term we tend to use these days, or living the brand, because again, marketers generate words. We love words, but all of it's based on the principle that you have to deliver the service that people buy. If my brand is positioned a certain way, I've got to deliver that. And that is why for me, the word integrity in branding has become a very important issue. Because integrity is probably the most fundamental thing that will sustain my brand indefinitely. Brands like Coca-Cola, companies like Unilever, people like Procter & Gamble, there's one underlying phenomenal concept that all of them retain. And that is the fact that whatever I do has got to be superior in quality. And if it is superior in quality, I do believe that I can basically adjust to any competitive set, to any competitive threats I may have. So customer service, the way we handle our customers, the way we align the way in which our brand is delivered is absolutely critical. Now, how do I do that? I think the only way you do that is by doing 2 or 3 things well. One, if you don't understand your customer, and that is not theory, it's a fact. If you don't understand your customer well, you cannot deliver the service expectations they have. Secondly, how far or close are you to meeting those service expectations? Are you in fact delivering on brand or are you not? And what are those gaps and weaknesses in your armory? Where are you deficient? What do you need to change? Do you know that? If you don't know that, then how can you possibly manage the delivery to customers? Thirdly, once you've identified that, check every single point of contact, from advertising to online to websites to in-branch experiences if you're a bank, to the way in which people will communicate in the media about you. And look at every single contact point and ensure that the contact point is defined and managed in a way that it reflects one seamless brand. That the way that people experience your online presence, your in-branch presence, it's all the same experience. But fundamentally, what has to underlie all of it is that you deliver what you promise. In other words, that whatever I do, every single moment of every single day will give the customers what they expect from me as a brand.